What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. In today's video, we're back on Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered for a new Golden Weapon review. I wasn't exactly planning to do this Golden Weapon review today. I was going to get to it eventually, but I was really hoping to cover the big update that was supposed to come, the big January update where they were going to fix collats, they were going to fix kill cams, and they were going to fix spawns and clan tags and a whole bunch of other things. We were expecting a new supply drop update, a new operation in the depot, and we didn't get it. I thought that it was going to be coming out today, January 17th, as they also mentioned that the Winter Crash playlist and the Winter Crash game mode was going to be removed today. And instead of getting this big update that we were all kind of thinking was going to come out today, we got a playlist update that removed Winter Crash and took away the 15-second respawn timer in Hardcore Team Deathmatch. I don't know why we didn't get the big update, but we just didn't. I know a lot of people are really pissed off that we didn't, and the entire thread on the Amos Hodger at Wendell Wobble Twitter, where he actually told us about this playlist update, the entire thread is just like, give us an ETA on the actual update. We do not give a shit about your playlist update. Fucking tell us what is happening at your studio. I thought we were getting somewhere with the telling us when things are happening and what's going on, and now all of a sudden, every single person, like every single one, I shit you not, in that entire thread is like, dude, tell us when the playlist update is coming out. Give us a rough estimate. And of course, they're not answering anybody. So to kind of cheer everyone up, to get us back into the Modern Warfare Remastered spirits here, I have a new Golden Weapon review for you. We're going to be talking about the M4 Carbine today, just because I know a lot of you guys were hoping to see a Modern Warfare Remastered video on this channel today, and because, well, I'm hella behind on these Golden Weapon reviews, let me tell you, so it's time to get going on these. The M4 Carbine, or M4 for short, is a classic Call of Duty assault rifle that's been with us in almost every modern futuristic Call of Duty game in some form or another. Now, the thing about the M4 is, unlike the AK-47, where every year it kind of comes back as the exact same weapon performing the exact same way, the M4 is completely different every single Call of Duty game. So the M4 Carbine is different from the M4A1 in Modern Warfare 2, the M4A1 in Modern Warfare 3, and so on and so forth. It changes almost every year. So the M4 Carbine, I remember being more like the M4A1 from Modern Warfare 2 as I played that game more, but it turns out that's not the case. The M4 Carbine is actually very different, as the M4A1 in Modern Warfare 2 is very accurate. It's slower firing, but not too slow, and you can really use it in almost any situation. The M4 Carbine is not the same. The speed of the burst of the M16A4 aside, the M4 Carbine has the fastest fire rate of any of the assault rifles, so to make it more simple, the fastest fully automatic fire rate of any of the assault rifles, which is pretty insane, but it's balanced very, very easily with a low damage profile, the lowest damage profile of any of the assault rifles, tied with the G36C, and well, it's not as accurate as you would think. It seems very accurate, and you can argue with the old OG COD 4 fanboys until you're blue in the face. They will tell you that this weapon is insanely accurate. It's one of the best, most accurate fully automatic weapons in the game. They will yell and they will scream and they will fight with you, but statistically, it's not an accurate assault rifle. It has a lot of idle sway. It does kick quite a bit. I mean, it does have low recoil, but at the same time, with the fire rate being so high, it automatically ramps up the recoil, whether it says so or not. So this weapon isn't exactly the most accurate weapon in the world, but it just feels really good, if that makes any sense. It's one of those weapons where you can basically throw statistics right out the window because it just feels great in your hands, and you can really make it work if you are a skilled player. It just doesn't really need to kill people that fast. It doesn't need to have exceptional accuracy. When you use it in the right situations, when you put it in the right player's hands, you can do work with this in public matches. Now, I wouldn't say go into GBs and play with the M4, because every single player will be using the M16, as it does outperform the M4 in almost every single way. But the M4 just feels really nice. It's really easy to use in pubs, and you can completely stomp on people as long as you have a right feel for this weapon, and it really just depends on the player. Some players may pick up this weapon and go, oh man, this thing shoots BB pellets, I'm only getting like 3, 4, 5 shot kills, where other weapons can get me 2 or 3 shot kills. This recoil is too intense, I can't handle it. Whereas other players that maybe have a little bit more recoil control, that can bear to shoot a couple more bullets into their enemies to get their kills, might find that it is a weapon that fits their standards. It's really a niche weapon. It's not exactly good at anything, but it's just kind of all around good in general, that you can use it in almost any situation, sort of. Whereas a lot of other weapons in this game are exceptional at a lot of really great things. This weapon is kind of just there, and it's supposed to be good at one thing, like the fire rate's supposed to be really great, but it's not really exceptional even with the fire rate. Like, it's very special in that it's not good, but it's good at the same time, if you get what I mean. It's very hard to explain how this weapon works, but some perks that I would definitely recommend if you are going to try out the M4 Carbine are Bandolier, because you will spam bullets like crazy. You're going to run out of ammo very, very quickly with such a high fire rate weapon. Stopping Power, it does have the lowest damage profile of all of the assault rifles. It will be like a 4 to 5 shot kill, I believe, before you put Stopping Power on this thing. With Stopping Power, it's still a 3 to 4 shot kill, unless you get a headshot, at which point you will have a 2 shot kill possibility. And finally, Steady Aim is really great on this, because it's more of a close range kind of assault rifle, because you have the fire rate going for you, so you can get up really, really close, and with that steady aim have a very accurate hip fire and just hose down enemies at close range. You can really compete with some SMGs at close range with this weapon. But what I should say before I go is definitely give this one a try. It's not the greatest, it's not the best in the world, it's actually statistically one of the worst, but it feels really good if you give it a chance, and you got to really develop a relationship with this weapon. You can't just pick it up and expect to be amazing with it, because it's not an amazing weapon. So you really have to try it out, use it for a little bit, definitely wait and try to get the red dot sight 25 kills in, and then you'll have a much better time with it. I highly recommend the red dot sight. The iron sights are no hell, but for a final rating of the M4, I'm going to say 3 out of 5 stars. I would say 4 out of 5 stars because I actually prefer this weapon, but statistically and for all of your sakes, I will say 3 out of 5 stars. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next video.